Today we're going to be replacing the mechanical fan on a 2007 Trailblazer SS with LS electric fans. Looks like this. And we're going to be using a PCM or North Carolina wiring harness conversion kit. And, yeah, I haven't found a video that goes through the installation of the wiring kit itself. So I'm going to go through specifically the wiring in depth. I've already removed the mechanical fan. This usually screwed to the water pump. It's kind of a pain to get off. There's plenty of documentation on how to remove this part. The reasons for doing this is you increase your fuel economy. You'll free up a little bit of horsepower, and most importantly to me, it makes the front of the motor much easier to service and work on. That fan in there with the shroud, it's really cramped. So that being said, let's get started. Okay, before we dig into the truck, let's open up the package here. See what we got. Instructions, pretty thorough. Step by step. There's some wiring that we have to pin to the factory ECU. Depending on your year, it may be a little different. But it has the instructions for pretty much all of them in here. This is for the 2007 and up kit. Get a sticker. Those are always great. Slap on a toolbox. This is hardware for mounting the fans and the relays. And looks like this is the pigtail as well that we're going to pin into the factory ECU. This is a really nice kit. It comes with the pins already terminated, so all you have to do is just pin these into the factory ECU plug where the directions tell you to do it, and should be good to go. There is a patch that you're supposed to do on the ECM to get it to run the fans. I believe I already have that done on mine. I've had my truck dyno tuned probably 5 years ago, and if I remember correctly, they did the fan patch, but I'm not 100% sure, so we're going to find out. This is the wiring harness that you get. You can see it's pretty nice. These are your power terminals, nice heat shrunk, high quality stuff. This is your plug that's going to go into the pigtail that they provide. It goes down to the ECU, or ECM, whatever you want to call it on this truck. The relays are all held inside of a box now on the newer kits, which is really nice. And then your terminals for the two fans. That's what you get. That's the whole kit. And open up this little hardware package. I guess this is going to go on the water pump pulley. I don't know how necessary that is. I guess it just finishes it off nice. Some heat shrink. This is for, on the 2007s, there's a pin, there's a wire already pinned where one of these goes. I'm not sure which one. And you have to depin it, fold it back, and heat shrink it. So they even give you a little piece of heat shrink. And a bunch of tiny hardware. Pins tell you right where they go. Okay, the first part of this that I want to tackle is the part that I find really no information online about. And there's an address in the directions to get a PDF. That link did not work for me. I did, however, was able to find it searching Google. So I'll probably reference my phone a couple times to look at that, but we'll take you through and get to it. The first step, obviously, I removed my mechanical fan and the shroud. I got that out of here. I have this radiator hose disconnected to give us more room to work. On the Trailblazer SS, the ECM is located right here, so the first thing you want to do is take this plastic cover off. So get rid of that. And then the ECM's here. I believe it just snaps out. I've never taken this out before, so we're about to find out. Yeah,
Just pull up on these tabs and there's the computer. And get it out a little bit. Okay. Directions say that, so this is J1, 2, and 3, and it says they're written on the PCM below where the connectors plug in, so I gotta unplug all 3 of them. See if I can figure out. Looks like I might need a flathead. Looks like you push down on this part. Yeah. You should probably disconnect your battery. I did not do that. So I'm a terrible person. These go all the way. It is here. Okay, so the little blue one is J1, J2, and J3 is this gray one. And we're going to be putting pins into J1 and J3. So this one and this one. I'm going to set this aside. So this blue one, this gray one are what we need. I'm actually going to disconnect this side just so that I can get a little bit more room. And I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the battery now. Probably should have done that before, but that's okay. Let's use this Gerber. Back in there so I don't lose it. If I can get the thread in. Don't mind my awesome cheap battery. It works. So we need the gray and the blue. Let's work on this gray one first. Got to figure out how this comes apart. Looks like a little tab here. Try and do this without breaking anything. Okay. I'm going to cut this zip tie. Actually, let me get the other one open too. I'm assuming this one's the same. They look like the same type of connector. Bam. Set these to the side. Grab a pair of dikes here. I'm just going to cut these so I can get more room to work. I'll put new zip ties on. No, it would be this way because that little piece right there. So that view is this. So this is how they number it. But we're working on slot 49. Slot 49 in the gray connector. So this is gray. Let's see if we can lift this this gray piece. Yeah, that'll come out of there. Yeah, the numbers are under that. See, no numbers on this. Red marks pin 54. Okay, red. I see. Man, they should have drew an arrow to that. That is very tiny. Let me get a pointer. If you look here, right there. So, second one in, that bottom corner. So it's actually going to be this doggy right here. Looks like it's going to be this one. This one here. So we'll apply a little bit of pressure. See if I can. So inside here, I'll use this empty slot. There's these little latches, and if you get a really fine screwdriver, you can hook it. You have to push the pin further in, give a little spot to get the screwdriver in there, and then you're golden. So now, that is our not needed wire. That is the gray wire. The green wire, so I stand corrected, sorry. So now it's going to have to go. You can see that little latch hooks right under this spot. Right there. So we're going to have to put that so that it is facing this way. So let's get this red wire out of the way, give ourselves a little bit of room to work. Keep it going. Here it comes. You can see it coming in there. And she's locked. That's it. Let's move on to the next connector. I'll come back and we will heat shrink that once we confirm that we're doing everything correctly here. So this one is going to be on the blue connector. It's going to be this guy. So let's get the cover off of the blue connector. Same way as before. You pry up on this. Gently, gently, gently now. And it should come, there's no snaps or anything, it's sort of a press fit. And then set that off to the side. And we're looking at it this way in the photo. It is the third pin on the left row. So 1, 2, 3, and it's an empty slot. So on the back there's this plug. I assume we can just take that out. Yeah. Now I'll grab my Gerber. And then the same way, it's got this latch, little sled, so that needs to go towards us. Fit her in there. The hole is clear. Let's just make sure. Feels like it's blocked. There's some gunk in there. Let's see. Nothing came out of it, so this should go. So press down. Yeah. Here it comes, and you should see it come through right here. There it is. Oh, you know what? I went backwards with it, so let's flip that Johnny around because the latch is on the other side. Reverse it 180 degrees. Now, yep, now it's clicked in place. There we go. Nice. So now what I want to do is plug the fans in while I have everything off, just to confirm that, hey, we got everything installed correctly. You know what? Let's heat shrink that. I'm fairly confident. This is I did exactly what the directions said. So we're on the third pin, the fourth pin. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the insides, right there. Yeah, we're fine. Let's get this heat shrink on here. And I don't have a lighter in here, so we're gonna shrink the heat wrap with this thing, which is way overkill, but it'll get it done. So what I'm gonna do is bend it back like that. Slide the heat shrink over. And then we're going to shrink her up. Perfect. Bing, bang, boom. Way overkill. I need to get like the heat done. Coffee. Okay. Some little zip ties. I got them back here, I think. These are some big ones. So they provide zip ties. Actually, I'm going to use their zip ties. They're slightly smaller. And actually, we're going to get rid of this tape, because I'm going to run these into the loom. Into the looms. Stuff that wire up in that loom. We'll route it some more later. I probably really didn't even need to take those zip ties off. I thought I'd give myself a little more room. 90% of garage time is spent looking for a tool that's right next to you. Yeah. And the back covers. Let's put the back covers on these connectors. Let's make a wipe off first. They're pretty cruddy. Okay. And that's it. These are some pretty easy connectors to take apart, that's for sure. I've never done GM connectors. I'm a Subaru guy, mostly. Alright, so what I want to do is get these back. Wish I would have put some heat shrink on this. I don't know what this piece is. Probably like a body control module, maybe? Not sure. Hopefully not too sensitive, because I'm banging it around. Where'd I put my ACM? Here we go. Brains. Push them in until they snap. Give everything a tug, it's all secure. And then jam it down in the hole there. Bam, it's like brand new. And here's our fan plug. I really wish I would have put some heat shrink on that. But I'll pick up a little piece of this loom. I don't have any laying around. Get this wire secure so it's not rubbing on my power steering pulley. I'm actually gonna rotate this so it kind of holds the wire in tight like that, away from here. See how much more room you get? You can service all this. I actually have a box over there that has new tensioner, new idler pulley. This truck's been sitting for a little while. I was overseas and just needs a little maintenance. I drove it hard and put her away wet. So just been going through doing the maintenance. So let's work on now. Let's assemble the fan, which it's already assembled. But we're gonna put the mounts on, and we will put the wiring harness and all that jazz on there, and then we'll shove her in the hole and plug it in. So one thing it comes with is, I'm not 100% sure if this is the correct fan shroud or not. I got this secondhand, the fan itself. So I'm not 100% sure on this, but it comes with these, you know, the PCM kit comes with these guys. Looks like they fit right on here. So, and then if you look, let's take a look in the truck here. Grab some lights so everybody can see. If you look down here, there's this guy and this guy. It looks like they possibly line up with that. Hopefully. So let's check it out. We're gonna have to get under the truck for that. So before I go assembling it too much, I just want to go in there and get this to see if it lines up. And even the electric fan is a tight fit in here. That mechanical one is just absurd. Training lines. All right, let's go under and we'll see if it lines up. Here we are. Should brought a rag down here. Hang on. Got stuff dripping in my eyes. This is just coolant from that line I took off up top. But it's okay. Let's see here. Looks like the whole fan's got to go left. Alright, it's not bad. It's pretty close. It's not an exact fit, but I think I'm going to take a drill and I'm just going to move this other hole. We'll move them in, oval them out a little bit. Yeah, so these holes just need to be ovaled out a little bit towards the center. So let's do that real quick. Nice. Just do a little deburring. Put these guys back on here. Actually, it looks like they fit better now. I went the wrong way. Let's do it this way. Now we got all this room to play with here. Shove her back down in the hole. Let's see if we made it fit. Oh! Alright. Looks like our little thing got flipped around. Oh yeah, we're in there. I think, maybe. Let's see. Okay, that one started just enough by a sea hair. Sorry about the lighting. Let's see what it looks like from the top. They're not tight. We'll come back and tighten them. Okay. So, not too great. Not too great. Let's see what these brackets here look like. It's the price I pay for not following the directions. Yup. Let's put this nut on the back side. Man, that is tricky to get in there. Might take it off. We'll see. If I drop the nut, then we'll take it off. I didn't drop the nut, so we're not taking it off. Not yet. And the other side to do still. Oh yeah, things are happening. Oh, we're all blind now. Come back to that, leave it loose. So this side is kind of weird. And I'm not sure. I guess I could read the instructions. But it obviously goes like that. And I think it just presses it. Just presses against. And I also, this was stripped, that little insert piece that screws into, so I don't have one there, so I think we're going to be using a nut and a bolt to hold this jabber in. Let's see. can we put it with the directions show it with the connector down, but it seems pretty dumb to make the connector point right at the fan, but I guess it'll fit. I need that. I don't need the lid, the cap. Mark that, and we're going to make that little chunk of plastic disappear, and then we'll bolt this to that with that, and then we'll reinstall. So I'm going to pull this out. I won't bore you with that. So next time you come back, I'll have it out. Ta-da! 180 degrees. Now it looks like the wiring will actually fit. So let's give it the old shot here. Plug this stuff in. And then we got fans. This is going to go here, I think. I don't think it matters. They're not labeled, so yep, this one's going to be for here. We're going to make a modification. And we'll cut these guys. Alright, that doesn't look bad at all. And I'll put a hole here. Run another zip tie. Wiring harness installed on fan. So let's shove it back in there, get her mounted, and carry on with the project here. We're doing good so far. So far, so good. So let's do the real easy thing first. Plug these two connectors in. This gets the connector that we wired into the ECM earlier. Oh boy, that's tight. He's tight. Very tight. Oh yeah, you just gotta push it like a man. Push it like a man. This, I'm gonna run it like right here. And then I'm gonna put this cover back on the ECM, because I want to. So, I believe it goes here or here, I forget which one. So let's check the directions. Harness power, harness ground is going to go in with these guys. So that shouldn't be a problem. skipping sizes with your tools. Why would you produce a kit and then have it go, 10, 12, and then when you need an 11, you're just SOL, huh? Oh, the finishing touch, huh? Let's see. Thing already looks like dookie. My truck's got a lot of miles on it. This has over 160,000 miles on it. I used to daily drive it about 120 miles a day, so oh, that really just made all the difference. I'm just kidding. Not really. All right, so we're all secure. We're plugged in. Let's do the old coolant hose hookup. Is this Dex cool? Antifreeze GM, yeah. Or it's just water. Let me give it the old taste test. Just kidding. Psych. No funnels needed. Psych. Yes, I needed a funnel. All right, let's hook the battery back up. All right, let's open the garage door here. Start it up. Keys in the on position. There's no smoke yet. That's good. Let's start it. Can't tell if they're on or... They are spinning. The air's probably on. Let's pull this thing outside. It's a blowing. Let's let it sit there and get hot. Oh, I've had the truck running for 15 or 20 minutes. Sitting here idling. The fans are working, that's for sure.
You have everything you need right at your fingertips from the policy.
Let's get that turned down. Coolant's right at about 210. That's where it usually sits. So let's take her for a test drive. Okay, well, let's maintain a temperature. Let's turn the air on.
Well, thanks for watching. Everything's pretty good with the truck. No overheating, the temperature's stable, the fans are on. I haven't seen them kick off. They've just kind of been on, so maybe my ECU is not patched. I'm not sure. I'm going to look into it, and we'll get back to it. But no overheating issues. It drives great. Appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully something in the video can help you out if you're trying to put electric fans on your Trailblazer. Subscribe, comment, like, and I'm going to have some more projects coming soon. I have an E36 BMW here that I'm working on putting an LS with a T56 or TR6060 in it. I also have Turbo Subaru Legacy and Subaru Forester, and generally just always doing projects in here. So I'm going to start making videos on projects and posting them up online. So subscribe to see all the future videos, and thanks for watching.